guys find your classes today?
No.
Well, it sounds like some of you at least had a good week. So, with all the excitement of your first college classes, we just wanted to finish today talking about different perspectives, situations, and expectations you all may come across during your 4 years here. It's up to you to decide what each of these messages mean to you and how you're going to apply them to your daily life. We hope that you'll be excited to be starting this new period in your life, but it may be a bit overwhelming. You might not get along with your roommate. You might buckle under pressure sometimes. You might find yourself in a situation you never thought you would be in. You might see people hurting themselves or realize that you've been hurting yourself. These situations happen more often than you think and may go unnoticed.
We would like to share with you the lessons we've learned from our time here at Creek through stories of students just like you. We want to give you the awareness you need to make healthy choices. Although no one is going to act out their own story to protect their privacy, many of these stories happen more frequently than you might expect. Still, we don't want you to assume that you are automatically going to encounter these situations. But one of them may happen to you or to someone you care about, and we want you to be aware of the possibilities and the resources available to you.
Hey, Zach, me and some of the guys are going to shoot hoops to the KFC. Want to come?
I'm alright. I'm just gonna keep watching Parks and Rec.
Zach!
What?
We're going to play basketball. Come on.
I'm a little busy.
Dude, it's been like 4 hours.
Netflix has only asked me to watch them twice, so it's been 2 hours. Can I see one more episode?
Bro, the last time you did that, we were at the gym the entire time you didn't even show. You were there getting swole, and you were just practicing your thumb muscles.
I'll be down in a minute.
Not this time. You're coming with us.
Make me.
I was afraid he'd say that. Now! Zach, do you know why you're in this chair?
Because you're trying to ruin my life!
No, it's because the only time you've left your room in the past 2 days is to go to class and to get grab and go.
Yeah, so?
Zach, you think you may be a little homesick.
What? Me? Homesick, are you crazy?
All you seem to do every day is watch Parks and Rec and FaceTime your friends from high school.
And what is it a crime to talk to people I care about?
We're not accusing you of anything. We just think you're missing out on meeting new people and trying new experiences.
Yeah, exactly. Usually you feel like you're experiencing college to the fullest. You've been there for nearly half a semester. You barely know anybody outside of RRC. Alright, so it's a good idea to maybe go to the NC to try to meet some new people.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's just hard because I really miss all my high school friends. It's a lot easier to just sit in my room. I just want to see them. And my dog, Mr. Wiggles.
Dude, that's just a part of college. You want to see all your friends from home, especially from high school. And I get it, how hard it is being away from your dog. But there's so much stuff on campus you're missing out on, and a ton of friends here that really want to spend time with you.
It's not a bad thing to make new friends. I mean, it's really natural for you to drift away from your old friends, but the ones that are important will always be there.
Hey, who knows? Maybe you'll make some great friends here.
Yeah, I guess you guys are right. Can you untie me now?
No, but we are going to make you watch Vines with us.
Okay, dude, have fun.
So I thought about what my friends said for a long time. And I eventually decided that they were right. So I joined a Bible study group and did some intramurals with some guys on my floor. Just to get more involved on campus. It took a while because I was really nervous at first, but I eventually found some people that I really like to hang out with. And I still have time to watch those Parks and Rec episodes and FaceTime my friends back home. In the end, I'm really glad that the homesickness gets the best of me.
Oh my gosh, did you see that Snapchat video I sent you?
Which one? The little kittens or the baby sloths?
The yodeling one.
LOL, you are such a dork.
What? He's so good. Come on.
LOL. Anyway, do you want to go laser tagging later?
Do I want to go laser tagging? Laser tag is my middle name.
Okay, great. We'll leave at like 9.
Oh wait, I have a paper to write.
What paper?
An 8-page research paper on procrastination. See, I've been watching too much YouTube videos. I got a C on my last test. I need good grades, I'm sorry.
You told me you were going to do that paper like a week ago.
Yeah, look, I have to go to the library. Rain check?
Fine.
Thanks, Ruby. Love you. You know, I'm starting to think you invented that shirt you always wear. What shirt? The one that says Procrastinators Unite tomorrow. Oh, right, yeah. Procrastination's my middle name. I thought it was laser tag. No.
Are you ready to go to dinner? Yep, let's go. Cool. Aren't you gonna lock your door? No, I never do. Nothing's been stolen yet. Alright, if you say so.
This one's open.
Sorry, I forgot to grab my ID. It's okay. Oh no! My protein powder! They took everything. Yes! Oh no! What am I gonna do now?
Everything from Maria's room was stolen. I felt so bad.
I had no idea what to think or what to do.
Thankfully, I never called 911 so that Maria could finally report the public safety.
I had no idea that I could call them or that 911 wasn't just for emergencies but for other things too.
Hi, I'm Mike Reiner. I'm the Director of Public Safety. I've been here at Creighton for 2 years now, after a 26-year career as a cop in the Air Force. I appreciate Welcome Week Committee allowing me to have a few minutes tonight to just talk about things that my department can do to make your year not only fun, but also safe. So I'm going to start off with where are we? We're at 2222 Bird Street, which probably means nothing if you're not from Omaha. So you're at Dagoman Circle, start walking down the hill on 24th Street toward McDonald's, look to your right, big badge on the side of the building. That's what public safety is. You come see us to get your palm, you come see us to get a parking decal, or if you have any questions about public safety. My team is not a sworn law enforcement agency. We don't have arrest powers or we don't do search warrants. We're a private security force employed by the university to protect you and the rest of the campus community. We have at any given time one supervisor, one dispatcher, and anywhere from 3 to 5 armed public safety officers patrolling the campus. If we need additional resources, we need somebody to be arrested, we can work closely with the Omaha Police Department or the Douglas County Sheriff's Office to get whatever help we might need. So we use a lot of technology on campus. We have over 350 cameras scattered all over, inside and out. We monitor those on the dispatch. We have 7 monitors in our dispatch center. We also have over 700 doors that are controlled by your ID card for access control. And that is also something that we can control from our dispatch. We can turn on or turn off specific doors or cards as needed during a situation. Another piece of technology that we introduced to the campus last fall for the first time was Peace of Mind or Palm security device. And here's a short video to tell you kind of what this can do for you.
You're at a party when you see that guy from class who is always asking you out. He's headed your way, and you really don't want to talk to him. Lucky for you, you've got the Palm, a keychain-sized device that can get you out of a variety of situations. You click it once, and Palm Out auto rings back so you can take a fake phone call and get away. Or, if you wanted to call in reinforcements, you can use the Palm to send a discreet SOS text message to your friends for help. Now, your friends can swoop in and help you out of an awkward situation. Now you're leaving the party, and your ride never showed, so you decide to walk. A group of guys start to talk to you, and you don't feel safe. Tap the Palm 3 times, and campus security is alerted with your GPS location. No fumbling, typing numbers, or dialing. Even if you've misplaced your keys, the Palm can help you find them. Just clip the Palm onto your keychain and use the mobile app to help locate them. Palm. Peace of mind in the palm of your hand.
Probably a lot of apps out there that you see that do something like this, where you push a red button and call for emergency help. The reason I chose this one for our campus is that you don't need to use your phone. You don't need to handle it. You don't need to take off your gloves in the winter to unlock your phone. The idea with the Palm is after you have it set up, your Bluetooth paired to this device, put the phone away. I'd rather you not walk around at 2 in the morning, walking back from the library where you've been studying all night, and then you're buried in the latest Instagram about Bachelor's of Paradise or something. Just put the phone away, carry this in your hand. If something bad happens, you click it 3 times. As soon as you do that, we get an alert at Public Safety Dispatch. It pops up a Google map with your exact location, and it'll track you until we close that call. It'll pop up your personal profile, so that we know who's in trouble, we know where you are. And the third thing it does is if you're on campus, you start a phone call, and you're talking and listening through the device. So my public safety dispatcher will be talking to you through this. He'll already know, or she will already know, where you are, who you are, and then we can come give you the help you need. If you're off campus, we still get the alert, so we know a Creighton student is in trouble, we know where you are, but that phone call is going to go to local 911, anywhere in the United States that has cell service, because they're going to be the ones that can get to you quickest to help you. But if we see that you got in trouble and you called 911, we can actually see how long you talked to them, and after you hang up, then we're going to call you and follow up to make sure you got the help you need in whatever situation. If you do accidentally set off, like about 25 of you have already done this weekend, that's fine. Last year was like 100, so you're way ahead of the last 21. It's okay. Just don't hang up on us. Just say it was an accident or you were trying to set it up. We'll confirm with you where you are, make sure that the device is working properly, and then we'll know you're okay. If you do it off campus and you get real 911, definitely don't hang up on them because they'll consider it a 911 hang up, and they're going to come try to find you, or they're going to call us to help find you. So if you make a mistake, just say it was a mistake and hang up after you told me you're okay. The other reasons that I chose this device is because there's a lot of options that you can use when you're not in a true emergency. You just need to get out of a weird situation. You don't really need public safety to show up. Maybe you're at a party, like poor Sarah, and this guy won't stop talking to you. You just hold the button until it vibrates. This is Aaron Judge from the Yankees calling, so I need to take this, so I'll be right back. Not a Yankees fan? Come on. Are there any Yankees fans? Better than last night, I got booed. All right, so you can do a fake phone call. You set up that contact to be whoever works for your story. The idea is that you make a dad, mom, roommate, whatever, and now you say, I got to take this call, and you walk away. You can also set it up so that it sends a text to your friend or a roommate. You can write the text ahead of time, you hold the button, and now they get a text that says, hey, if you get this text, I'm in trouble, come get me. And it includes a hyperlink to your location. So now your friend can come and bail you out of that situation, and then you don't have to have public safety show up. But if things go really bad, you just click it 3 times, and we'll come help. The other thing it does is a mobile walking escort, virtual walking escort. The phone knows that you're here. You drop a pin where you're going to walk, and then you put in how many minutes it should take you. You hit start, put the phone away, you walk. If you make it safely, you hit cancel. We never knew where you were. We're not going to track you like Big Brother, unless we need to track you. And that's the case where you didn't make it. So you don't get there, we get an alert, we'll see that you started here, you were trying to go here, but instead you're up here. And we will track you live, and we'll get Omaha police or whoever is needed to come find you and make sure you're okay. But first, we'll call you. And most often, the response we get, oh yeah, I ran into a friend, we went to Starbucks, we were up at Sonic, whatever, we make sure you're okay, and then we cancel the call. And we just turned their mom on. So the other thing, we haven't had a whole lot of people actually have to use this, and that's good. But about a week after we welcomed this last year, we actually had a woman who had a Palm. She lived in the old market. Her boyfriend was choking her to death. She hit the button. Because she was off campus, it went to 911. And when that guy heard 911, what's your emergency? He dropped, ran away. She called or talked to the dispatcher. He got arrested, and she's alive. So for me, that was enough right there that made it worth it for the whole year. I hope that none of you ever have to use this, but I want you to have it available if you want it. If you're interested, there's more information on my website, on the public safety website. You can buy one through the Nest under student accounts. I take the loss on every one of these that I sell, but I don't consider it a loss. I consider it an investment in your safety. I paid $120 for each of these. I'm selling them to undergrads at $60. That's a one-time fee for the rest of the life of the device until you back over with your car or put it through water. So if you want one, go on the Nest, order it, come down to public safety, we'll help you set it up. Your RAs are trained on the basics of setting them up, but if you run into any trouble or they're not really sure what they're doing, just go on the website, getthepalm.com, and there's video FAQs, or come see my crime prevention officer, Tim Aaron, or myself, and we'll be glad to help you out and set it up. And if you do come to see Tim, ask him about his professional wrestling career, because he really was a professional wrestler before he came to work for us. We have an annual security and fire safety report that we're required by federal law to maintain it online and in our office. It's a good place if you ever want to know what the rules are in Nebraska for drugs, alcohol, what are the campus policies on sexual assault reporting, sexual harassment, emergency notifications, all those types of things. It's all in one booklet. We have a hard copy in my lobby. We also have it online if you're interested. The two main ways that we communicate with you in an emergency are the CU alert or the CRAPE alert or the campus crime bulletin. I'm going to explain briefly the difference between them because after I issue one or the other, I usually get a question about why it was that one. So CU alert, something bad is happening, there is a threat to some part of the campus, and you need to do something right now. So that goes out by a text. It goes, if you don't answer the text, it goes out by a voice or email, whatever you sign up for. And it'll just blast it out to everybody. There's usually two parts of the message. What is the threat and what should you do about it? Here in Nebraska, what do you think the most common thing is that we get those for? Tornadoes. So there's a tornado, get in the shelter. The one that you'll most like to receive is, it snowed last night. Yeah, classes are canceled, go to sleep. So that's right there is the reason you'll want to sign up for it, because we will blast that out and tell everybody when school is canceled. Campus crime bulletin is something that's important but not sensitive. You don't need to do something at that moment. An example is last spring, there were some shots fired south of campus in the high school parking lot at Central High. We immediately went back to our cameras. We saw the shots had been fired into an unoccupied vehicle, and the shooter had already fled the area by vehicle. There was no threat to the campus. We didn't send out a CU alert because there was really nothing for you to do about it. So we gathered more information, and then within 24 hours, we sent an email to the campus explaining what had happened and then giving general security and safety tips if something like that were to ever happen again. So if you get it by email, it's probably not something time sensitive, because we know you don't just sit there waiting for emails from me. If it's from the text, it's probably something you need to read immediately and do something about it. So what are the most common crimes that I see here on campus? You just saw a video of one of them. We haven't had any that bad that they took everything, but to be honest, most common ones, the doors are unlocked, either the roommate left it unlocked or you left it unlocked. Somebody came in and they took money or small electronics. We haven't had cases where the doors have been pried open in the dormitories. There's never been any evidence of that. It's people are coming in, they left their door open, and small things are taken. So the easy thing is come to an agreement with your roommate that either you're both going to lock the door every time, or you're both going to accept the risk that some of your stuff could be stolen. And it's usually, like I said, small things that you're not going to be able to find and replace. The other big one is larcenies out of cars. Every day, somebody's going to walk through this campus parking lots and they check door handles. We see it, we catch them, we will ban them from campus. If we catch them again, we'll get them arrested for criminal trespass. The fact is, we can't be everywhere. There's always people out checking car doors. So just lock your door. We've had very rare occasions where somebody actually broke a window. Last 2 years ago, the first spring I was here, we did have a guy that was using brass knuckles, and the only cars he was breaking into were ones that there were things in the front seat clearly visible. Purses, backpacks, laptops, cash. So lock your doors and don't leave anything visible in the car that's of any value, and you have a very low chance of your car being smashed into or broken into. talk a little bit about drugs and alcohol. Have you heard about track at some point this week? Okay. So from public safety's perspective, our involvement with the track process is that we're going to come out if somebody is found to be severely intoxicated or suspected of being severely intoxicated. And we're there with the campus health aide to make sure that you survive the night. We're not there to punish you or judge you. We're there to assess your breath alcohol. Campus health aide will assess your vital signs. And then if you're over a 0.15 blood alcohol or breath alcohol, you will be entered into the track program. We'll take you to the university emergency department across the street at 24th and Cumming, and the medical professionals there will assess you, and they will release you when they deem that you're safe to be alone. It could be very quick, it could be many hours. It just really depends on your medical condition. If you're below a 0.15, you still could end up in the track program if there's other medical situations going on. Most common, can't stop puking on yourself. That's the most common reason for somebody under a 0.15 to go into the track. We'll give all this information to the on-call physician, and then that physician makes the medical determination of whether or not you should enter the program. It's not optional. If you're entering track, you can't decline. So you'll go to the emergency room, they'll look at you, make sure you're okay, and then at some point, you and the RDOD will come back to campus. Yes, there will be some sort of disciplinary sanction or some kind of educational program from Office of Community Standards and Wellbeing. That's not what we're doing that night. My team is there to make sure that you don't do something that's going to have a permanent impact on you, so you don't drown in your own puke. Drugs, I know we've got students from all over the country. All the different states have different rules on what is a felony, what's a misdemeanor, what has been decriminalized. I'm going to tell you what the rules are in Nebraska. Anything less than 1 pound of marijuana is a misdemeanor. Anything over 1 pound is considered felony and could be charged with felony distribution. Misdemeanor drugs, as well as any alcohol violations, are normally handled through the Office of Community Standards and Wellbeing. We generally don't call Omaha Police for those. For felony drugs, we always will call Omaha Police. They have the discretion then to choose whether or not they want to arrest you, whether they want to charge you with felony charges. The most common felony drugs that we see here aren't the ones you think of, like cocaine, heroin, methamphetamines, things like that are obviously felonies. The most common one we see is THC waxes and oils. Any amount of THC wax and oil is a felony, and you could be arrested. It could be as little as just a residue left in your vape, a one hitter, or just a dab. You could still be arrested for felony drug possession. The other one we see is prescription drugs, specifically Adderall. If you have a prescription for Adderall, give it to somebody else who does not have that prescription, you can be charged with felony distribution. If you receive it, you can be charged with felony possession. So I'm just telling you all these things because I really don't want you to start off your college career by getting arrested, spending a few nights in the Douglas County Jail, and then having a felony drug charge before you even get a chance to get your degree. Tell you a little bit about transportation options that you have. These are free. The top two are free, and it's a good way to get around on campus safely at any different time. So during the day, actually about 20 hours a day, we have the Blue Jay shuttles. They run an east loop and a west loop, and then a combined route that does all of them. They'll hit every stop 3 times an hour at a specific time. All those times will be on posters that we're going to have distributed out to the res hall shortly. We'll put it on the website as well. You can actually look up where the shuttles are at any given time by a GPS tracker. So the shuttle just follows a loop. Once we get to 9 p.m., we start the J-Ride. J-Ride from 9 to 11. It used to be like Uber where you'd call, we'd pick you up here and take you there. We were just getting so overwhelmed from 9 to 11, so we switched the J-Ride from that period. It's just going to run in constant loops, basically that overlap. And so they'll hit every stop about every 13 minutes. And that'll really help us, especially on Tuesday and Wednesday nights when a lot of the fraternities and sororities are transporting either to or from chapter meetings. That time period was just really getting slammed. After 11, from 11 p.m. till 2 a.m., it'll be a lot more like Uber. You'll call, you get a free ride from point A to point B, anywhere from 15 to 38 from Dodge to Cumming. It's basically a rectangle that goes around our entire campus, plus most of the most commonly lived in apartments, like, I don't want to endorse any specific one, but all the ones where most of our students live, as well as most of the Gifford Park neighborhoods where a lot of our upperclassmen live. So anywhere within there, you can get a J-Ride for free. After 2 a.m., if you want to get anywhere on campus and you don't feel safe at any time, it doesn't even have to be after 2 a.m., call Public Safety's non-emergency line 2104 and request a walking escort. We'll have an officer walk with you anywhere on campus, even if it's just from the library across to maybe to Daglin or Swanson. If you don't feel comfortable, just call us and we'll walk with you. If it makes sense and we have a car available or a vehicle available, we'll also give you a ride. Just don't call and demand a ride, just ask for a walking escort and we'll help you as much as we can. The last one is Zipcar. That's a private company that we allow to do business here on campus. About 800 people have accounts. You basically sign up for accounts for about $25 a year. Occasionally they'll run specials for $15. And basically then, once you're a member, you can just rent a car for a short period, a few hours or a few days. I don't know if you can go much more than a few days, but it's really cheap, like $8 or $9 for a day rental. This would be a good option if you don't have a car here and you're not going to use your car very frequently. Just once in a while want to go somewhere and you don't want to use an Uber if you're going to run errands somewhere. Last thing I'll talk about is parking. If you have a car on campus, you have two real options. One is to buy a parking decal. It's $360. That goes from September 1st until next August 31st. Allows you to park in any green student parking lot. The map's online now under just go into the Creighton page and look under parking. You'll see the map. Parking the visitor lots, like the one out here or the one over by Harbor, you will get a ticket. Don't park in patient parking, like for our demo patients. Don't park in handicapped fire lanes. Get a decal, park in the lots you're supposed to, and everything will be good. If you don't want to pay for a parking permit, you can park on the streets. Realize that the city of Omaha, they enforce that on the streets. So if you're parked, just a little past the no parking sign and they put a ticket on you, that's something you'll have to deal with the city of Omaha. And they will tell you probably a lot quicker than, well, guaranteed a lot quicker than I will. Because I very rarely tow. I can think of only one or two in the time I've been here. So you don't have a third option of not buying a parking decal and still parking on campus property. Every year students try to do it, and in the end it just stresses you out. You're going to get tickets. Eventually we'll figure out who you are. We'll put a boot on your car. You'll have to pay to get the boot off. You'll pay all your tickets. You'll be on a registration hold. It's just no fun, and it's stressful. So just buy a decal, park in the green, parking stall, and life will be good. If you don't have your car here yet, after each break we drop the price by 25%. So after fall break it goes down $90 more. After Christmas it goes down to $180, and then after spring break it's down to $90 for the rest of the year. So that's it about safety, parking, transportation. If you have any questions about parking, send them to parking@creighton.edu. If you have any questions about safety in general, either come see me or send me an email. Again, my name is Mike Reiner. Thanks for your time. Have a great year.
And so I'd like to sleep in on the weekends. Please turn it off.
I don't want to turn it off, and at least I have somewhere important to go to.
Like what?
I go to worship.
Good for you. But you can at least turn it off.
Make me.
Wow, you look tired. Are you doing okay?
Yvonne will turn her alarm off and I can't sleep. We're just having a disagreement.
How long's that been going on?
A couple weeks. It's only been getting worse.
You should go talk to your RA.
No, it's not a big deal.
I think it is.
I don't want to cause a fuss.
You won't be. What's your RA's really understanding?
Okay, fine. I'll talk with her.
Okay, let's go.
Now?
Yeah, let's come knock on your door.
Okay.
do you guys feel about the homesickness? Do any of you feel a little bit homesick?
I've never felt so homesick. I'm just dreading having to do my own laundry.
Homesickness isn't just about trying to avoid doing your laundry and taking it home over breaks. It's about missing your family and your old friends and maybe even a boyfriend or girlfriend.
It's okay to feel homesick. Coming to college is a huge transition. To help you break things from home, make sure you're leaving your room. There's so many people to meet here.
I want to join a club. That will help with homesickness, right?
Yeah, it will. Getting involved is so important. You can also talk to someone like your RA. If you like Skyping or playing video games, also remember to manage that time because it can keep you from meeting new people. Also, just remember to give it time. The transition will not happen overnight.
So what about that?
She was really just asking for it. She should have locked the door. Even if it hasn't happened before, you should never take that chance.
I also tried not eating my valuables just laying around my room or in my car.
Good job, guys. All are correct.
And never share your net ID or passwords. The Creighton community is a place of trust. However, just like any other university, theft does occur, but it can be easily avoided. If you do have a situation, public safety officers serve as assistants to students who have been affected by theft.
So what do you guys think about the roommate conflict?
I think that your roommates should try some face-to-face dialogue, but I understand how the RA can get along.
My roommate and I really tried to clear up any gray area with the roommate contract. Working through the contract step by step really helped us figure out what would and wouldn't be acceptable. After that, we got along really well.
That's all really great insight. And Noah, you're exactly right. Communication is key, as well as compromising and getting to know your roommates.
Some of them.
Dude, everybody here is drinking. Some of them are even doing drugs. Chin up, shoulders back, keep. These aren't the typical 16+ parties that we're used to.
Who are you? Don't I know this guy from somewhere? Oh, he's that quiet guy from our acting class.
The one who sits in the back all the time. Aren't you in my acting class?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Oh gosh, you really know how to talk to girls, huh? You know, that's the first girl that you've talked to since your mom left 3 weeks ago.
So, what's your major?
Math. What's yours?
I'm a freshman at Creighton, so of course I'm bio pre-med.
Well, this conversation is thrilling. I wonder where all my friends are. How about a beer? Yeah, maybe that'll loosen him up. This guy is wound up tighter than Noah Brady on moving day.
No thanks, I don't drink much. I don't drink much.
Hey, hi, hello? You don't drink at all. What the hell are you doing? You're gonna look like an idiot.
Come on, what's the matter? It's college. Don't you like to party?
Sure, I like to party. I went to a lot of 16+ clubs back in high school. Didn't you hear me talking about it in your acting class? Okay, I'll just stem some drinks.
What a dumb thing to say, dude. Your loser radar must be going off the charts. Hope you don't get sick.
You know, this guy's nice and everything, but even Dr. Dobbs would say there's no chemistry. What's his name again?
You know, I'm supposed to never drink after being a Bulls party. I'm just gonna go drink here.
Standing here, drinking, talking to a girl that I don't even like. Why did I think this was a good idea exactly?
I'm gonna go get another beer. Do you want one?
Sure.
2 hours later.
You're so fun. Who knew that organic chemistry is so interesting?
Yeah, most people don't really think so.
Dude, forgive me for all the crap that I said about you earlier. This chick is totally into you. You're putting all the moves on.
Oh, I love this song. Stay
You know, this Sadie girl isn't as pushy as I thought. I thought that she didn't like me at first. But then I realized that maybe it's her sense of humor. Or my lack of sense of humor.
You know, it's really not that bad. It's kind of cute how he can't dance. And his dancers are like welcome week coordinator Nick Herner. Jesse.
We, mademoiselle?
You won't give me another beer.
That is not my job. Totally kidding, it'd be my honor.
Hey. How many drinks has she had? Because I lost track after 6. I mean, she seems to be into me, so who cares, right? Right.
You know, I feel like we can really communicate with each other. I can communicate with you. You can communicate with me. It's like we're speaking the same language.
Man, my head is spinning. I wonder where all my friends went.
Do you want to get out of this party?
Are you sure? You seem pretty drunk.
Dude! This is your chance! Besides, who cares if she's drunk? She invited you. So
Look, what's the worst thing that could happen? He's gonna die. We're gonna die. It's totally fun. We'll have so much fun with it. What's his name? Sure. Come on. You can teach me more chemistry.
Next morning.
Where am I? Who am I? What am I doing here? What happened last night?
Morning, sleepyhead. I brought you some water.
Who is he? Is this his room? What did we do last night?
Jesse, we met at the party last night. Beautiful morning, isn't it?
great, she doesn't even remember my name.
Yeah, it's a little bright. It hurts my head just a little bit.
I am mortified. What did we do last night?
Jesse, that's Jesse, right? This is kind of embarrassing, but you know, it needs to be asked. So, last night.
You were
No.
Oh, funny you should ask because I was hoping you would know when I was going to ask you the same thing.
Oh my God.
Good morning, you guys. We had a pretty wild night last night.
Who are you?
I'm Mitchell. I'm Jesse's roommate. I was trying to finish up Orco last night. You guys came in around 1 in the morning last night? Yeah.
More like crawled in.
Great, that's it. Maybe they can help us piece together the rest of the night.
So, Mitchell, can you tell us what happened last night after we... Well, you guys were both pretty surprised to see me. You even tried to convince me to sleep in the NT. But I managed to change your mind after I agreed to take you to Taco Bell.
Explains why I woke up covered in lettuce.
And then we got back, and you guys passed out immediately. Jesse on his bed over there, and our Lord and Savior Queen Beyonce over there on the futon.
Sadie.
That's not what you demanded I call you last night. I was just making sure you guys were doing okay.
We are. Thanks, Mitchell.
Yeah, it was really nice of you. Thank you for letting me sleep on your lavish futon. Yeah, I should help you.
Being an acting.
Oh my God, we have acting with him twice a week. This is gonna be so awkward.
Yeah, see you on Monday.
Bye. The first time I bring a girl back to the room and you won't even give us some privacy? Is he nuts? Are you nuts? You don't even know that girl. You should be thanking me.
I guess he's right, dude. I mean, she didn't even remember our name anymore. Besides, what if she has the herpes?
You're right. I'm sorry. That probably wasn't the brightest on my part. Yeah, don't worry. I just want to make sure you wouldn't do anything you might regret. Thanks. Sometimes I don't know what I would do without you.
All right, let's cut the emotional crap here.
Anyways, should we hit it up Brandon's?
Sure, I can always find comfort. Plus, seeing Miss Mary would make anyone's day. Let's go.
I'm so sick of seeing everyone's Snapchat. Like, you don't need to post about every fun thing you got to do since you got to Creighton. Have you seen Welcome Week Entertainment exec Mary Catherine Kirk's Snapchat? Looks like the Welcome Week people are having so much fun, and I'm just homesick.
Christy, are you okay? You look really sad.
I'm just seeing how much fun everyone else is having. I feel like I'm feeling like losers meeting at town.
Are you kidding me? We've only been here a month and you've already gained over 200 Instagram followers, including the entire Welcome Week exec team. I mean, with the stuff that you've been posting, I'm pretty sure that you're making people feel the exact same way that you do.
But I also see Henry's Snapchat, and I miss her too.
Henry, okay. You miss your boyfriend. That's natural for a long-distance relationship. But you guys text every day and FaceTime every night, even though I have 8 a.m.s. But you guys are making it work. People do it all the time, and end up really happy. I'm sure you guys will end up very happy too.
Thanks, Victoria. Now, what about you? Have you met any boys yet?
Oh yes. That's one guy.
Oh?
Yeah, I saw him and I was like.
Who is it?
Jesse, this was for you.
This is supposed to say the next day.
Hey, Victoria, how are you?
Hey, Christy. I haven't seen Jesse around lately. I think he's been avoiding me. But I've been trying to accidentally run into him, and I've been following him on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, and even his LinkedIn account to accidentally run into him. But it's
Victoria, I have to tell you something, and I don't think you're going to like it. You're a little obsessed with Jesse. I don't think he's into you. You show up everywhere he goes, and you're constantly checking his social media accounts. His LinkedIn account.
he's a business major.
Not to mention, you mention him to everyone. It's a little unhealthy, and he's probably feeling really uncomfortable.
You're right. Oh my God. I'm so embarrassed. Thank you for calling me out on this. I should apologize to him. Yeah, I'm going to apologize to him. How should I reach out to him? Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, LinkedIn.
Maybe you should take a break from his social media. Just give him some space. Let's go study, and then maybe on Friday we can have girls' night.
You're right. I totally need that. And thank you again for calling me out. It would have been embarrassing if it's Ari had to get involved.
It's okay. Let's just go back to Hewitt and forget boys for a while. Girl power, am I right?
Girl power!
Oh, I'll go grab the snacks.
Thanks, Lexi.
Hey, have you guys heard of Lexi and her boyfriend are doing? She hasn't talked about it in a while.
No, not really.
Why do you ask, Chris?
No reason. Maybe they broke up.
I mean, I guess that would explain why she hasn't been in a lot of movie nights recently. Should we ask?
No, I don't want her to think that I'm into her or something. What do you guys ask?
Has the game started yet?
No, it's still on commercials.
Okay.
So, how's Jordan?
Oh, he's good.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I know you got, so, don't let me ask, really, but, like, I mean, are you guys, like, still, you know, like, together?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Are you okay? I mean, you can tell us anything. We're your closest friends.
No, I don't want to bother you guys. I know you've never been the biggest fan of him. Yeah, he's tacky and I hate him.
Lord! Look, Lexi, we're gonna put our feelings for you aside. Just, you know, we want to know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know, I feel like I'm stuck in a relationship that I don't want to be in anymore.
Well, what makes you feel that way?
Like, even if I try to say something about moving, he might do something to me.
What? Is he threatening you?
Yeah.
What's he doing that's like so threatening right now?
Well, he yells at me a lot. He yells at me a lot, and being wrong gets me yelled at even more, and everything I do is wrong. And the names, they're not cute pet names like they used to be. They're rude and just hurtful. You know, he calls me Lexi the Smelly and even Grace Kelly. I've never been treated like this before.
That sounds like something we've talked about before, Lexi. That just sounds downright hurtful. It doesn't sound like he's treating you with the respect that he should be.
But it's not like he's physically hurting me.
It doesn't always have to be physical. It can be verbal, too.
Do you guys think I'm in an unhealthy relationship?
Yeah.
What about that?
I mean, I don't know exactly what to say at this point, but I know that we're all worried. I think that maybe you should talk to somebody about your relationship. You know, maybe stop by the counseling center or the VIP center or something. I mean, like, you know, like I can go with you if you want.
Yeah, no, I'll look into it.
Well, let us know how it goes. We'll check in with you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. I already feel a lot better. Now let's watch the game. After looking it up online, my friends were right. I was not in a healthy relationship. So I took the advice my friends gave me and I went to the VIP center. And after talking to someone in the counseling center, I decided to end my relationship with Jordan. And I've been so much happier ever since then. And now I can watch the games with my friends.
Well. Looks like the wind blew in at, 7 a.m. on Saturday morning. Why are you up so early?
I, maybe sort of got tracked last night.
What? Track?
Yes, me, Mitchell Leon, tracked. I stumbled in at like around midnight. But, okay, hold on a second, I see your face. I just want to let you know, okay, that I left the party early before I got any shenanigans. Like, I can't lie, I was a little tipsy, you know, as the kids say, lost in the sauce. I wanted to leave the party early, and that's what you should remember.
But still got tracked?
Yeah, I don't know. Kind of like silver lining, you know, some gray area for sure. So what happened is I took an Uber, which is great, you know, very important, you know, safe driving. And then I got out of the Uber, and I can't lie, you know, I was tripping, stumbling, and got to the door, and you know me, like to say, you know, collected. So I was cool, I was calm. And, you know, I pushed open that door, I saw that desk receptionist, like, walked over, feel a little cocky, you know, feel like $1 million. I was like, and I gave her my ID, and she looked at it, and I looked at her, and she looked at me, and she said, "Sir, this is a Hobby Lobby rewards card." There's kind of a downward spiral.
Oh, man, that stinks.
Yeah, it does. She called the RA on duty, the RA called the RD, and the RD called the public safety and health data. They came in within like 15 minutes. The entire time, I was just passed out in a trash can.
Oh man, now that stinks.
Yeah, you said that already. So they gave me a breathalyzer, and I blew a .178. And if you blow anything above .15, they send you to the hospital. So I was there for 4 hours, and it was the most miserable experience of my life. But, you know, here I am, living my best life.
Wow. I don't think I've blown above a .001, and I'm pretty sure that's because of my mouthwash. I guess that's not so bad. Are you going to tell your parents?
Yeah, they already called them. They called them as soon as they got to the hospital.
Oh, right. I forgot in Nebraska to get medical care, you have to be 19 or have parental permission.
Yeah, I really don't think it's going to be too bad, though. I just have to meet with my RD, but I really think it's going to be a positive experience and a great opportunity for me to apologize for my actions, become the best Blue Jay that I can be.
I think that's a great idea. Do you want to cheer yourself up with some Brindise?
No, honestly, I just want to sleep till Monday, man.
Okay, makes sense. If you need me, I'll be in the library all weekend.
Right, thank you.
Megan was everyone's best friend.
She was hilarious and self-assured.
And she knew how to make each and every individual feel like the most important person in the world.
Megan and some of our friends went to Broad first semester of our junior year, and we could not wait until they returned.
So we could watch Parks and Rec, get cookies at Java Jay, celebrate 21st birthdays, the things college students do best.
But at the beginning of the second semester, in the midst of sorority recruitment and snow flurries and new classes,
Something felt off. Maybe it was the exhaustion of the year or the return to the United States. When Megan appeared lethargic.
She would leave the room in the middle of a party. She wouldn't get out of bed in the morning.
she couldn't sleep at night. One day, Megan called and asked if we could talk. After the initial confusion, we said yes, of course.
We walked to FB 107, which was surprisingly empty for a Tuesday night.
She wouldn't look at us, not right away. But finally, she explained that something happened while she was abroad. She never used the word rape.
Instead, she stared out the window as we cried. I felt frustrated and angry. My heart hurt.
My best friend had been raped.
How could this have happened?
I knew the statistics, but it just wasn't real.
Not for us.
Not for her.
I held her hand, thinking I would never let her go.
I asked her if she had told the authorities, told her parents, a counselor, a doctor.
She replied to all of our questions and had been taking care of herself as we would have wanted her to.
I felt relieved that she was okay, and then felt angry at the thought of being relieved at the results of a sexual assault.
But Megan repeatedly told us.
Even though the pain is sometimes unbearable, I'm thankful for you, I'm thankful for the support, and I'm thankful to share my story, if anything, to help others.
I'm confounded by her optimism.
I am baffled by her strength.
I am scared of the burden that she carries.
But I'm so glad she felt like she could tell us.
I didn't really know what to do.
But I think simply listening was something.
Megan insists it was enough.
Our love was enough.
So this scene could have ended differently. In this situation, that I ended on a positive note.
With the help of Mitchell, Jesse and Sadie did not have an encounter they would regret. Their night could have ended in many different ways.
Correct. They could have made a consensual decision to act, and may or may not have regretted that decision later on.
Also, that stalker girl was a little much.
I always thought women as early victims, it was really eye-opening to see a woman be a stalker. Anyone can be a victim. Anyone can be a victim. What did you notice about Christy in that situation?
She recognized the behavior of Marissa and called her out.
That's right. And she had a self-defining moment and decided to take action. She was a green dot in that situation.
Lexi's friends were green dots too, right?
Yes, they were. Way to spot a green dot.
I always thought abuse was physical. It was really eye-opening to see that it can be verbal as well.
Being in an unhealthy relationship may not always be easy to recognize. Being able to identify warning signs can really help.
Like how her friends noticed that something was up.
Right. And luckily, Creighton has the Violence Intervention and Prevention Center. If you're subject to any sexual violence or abuse, you can go there for confidential support and help. It's a really great resource. And like we said, you guys shouldn't be afraid, but you should be aware and smart.
Yep. That's one more 5K down. Doesn't it feel good? No. Mitch, just think about it. We're going to be the fastest ones at the charity fun run this weekend. Plus, all the money goes to a good cause.
Yeah, don't sugarcoat it, Sylvester. You guys want to go to Donuts now?
No. I think we're going to hit the weight room.
Chris, you can't miss this. It's our weekly Donuts with the Donuts.
Don't you guys get that? You just don't want to go?
Chris, we need to talk. You've missed going to Donut Stop for the past 2 weeks in a row just so you needed to work out. You never used to miss this. Well, I don't like donuts anymore.
Look, man, it's not about the donuts. It's about the fact that you donut hole a lot of working out lately. You're skipping lunch to go to KFC, and you want to do your homework just so you can pump the iron. I'm worried about you.
Mitch, last time I checked, you're not my mom and I didn't ask for your help. You should just glaze over this problem.
It's really ain't not your friend, man. We have an obligation to know what's going on.
You know what? You want to know what it is? It's that I'm fat. And I'm not the PH fat. I'm fat with too many donuts and not enough exercise.
Oh, come on. We've seen those biceps. We all know that's not true.
Yeah, seriously. If you think that's true, then there's something wrong with it. We need to get some help.
Yeah, come on. Have you talked to her about this? What about our RA?
Even if I have, it's none of your business.
Well, what if we go to a counselor? It's free to the Great Counseling Center. All you have to do is go online and make an appointment, and they'll get you some help.
Guys, I didn't ask for your help. Just leave me alone and glaze over this problem.
What are we going to do, man? I mean, you can't just glaze over this. I'm sprinkling that.
I don't know, man. He's being super flaky.
No, it's like sometimes his head's just jelly filled. Hey. What if we use that?
What if you use that Telson?
What's that?
Well, my already told me about it. You just fill out this paper line, and then you use Chris's name, and then someone from student life will make sure he gets some help. And the best part is that it's all anonymous.
Wow, I don't know. We didn't think of this sooner.
I know. They're pros over there. They'll make sure that Chris is safe and healthy.
That's great.
Yeah. Want to get out of here?
Let's go.
Hey, Joe. What's up? You don't look good.
I know, guys. I've just had a hard time adjusting to this whole college thing, and it feels like I'm way slower than everybody else.
That's okay. Everybody adjusts at a different rate. But is it something in particular?
Well, I'm kind of embarrassed to share, guys, but I just got my first B on a chem test. I don't know how I let that happen. My parents are going to kill me. How am I ever going to be a doctor?
Bro, that's crazy. I know plenty of people who would kill to have B on the test. It's not the end of the world. They'll probably still get into medical school. Why don't you just go talk to the professor during your office hours?
Well, she's kind of scary and kind of a drag anyways. I'm falling asleep all the time. It's just so boring.
Professors are just regular people, too. They're super easy to talk to. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, I don't know.
I've been waiting for you.
Joe, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, guys.
Come on, man. It's not like she's some kind of teacher or something. Just grow up and go talk to her. I guess so. I just have one question, though. Why do you hate chemistry so much? I thought you wanted to be a doctor.
I mean, I do want to be a doctor.
Why do you even want to be a doctor?
Well, both my parents are doctors, and so naturally I want to be a doctor too. It just makes the most sense for me.
But is that what you really want to do with your life? I mean, look at me. I started out as a theater major, then I switched to pre-law, and now I'm going to dental school. You can do whatever you want with your life.
Aren't you doing pretty well in that psychology class?
Yeah, I like psychology. Brains are interesting.
Well, there's a lot you can do with that. It's not like you only have to be a doctor and follow the plan. Why don't you go to the Career Center, the Edge, and ask for some help? It can't hurt.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe I will make an appointment at the Edge.
Sounds like a great idea. All right, we're late for follow me, so let's go.
Hey dude, wanna go grab locomotive?
What's locomotive?
The food truck downtown that sells food that is indescribable. It's the greatest food when we have the munchies.
The munchies? Are you high again? It's only Tuesday. We were partying all last weekend, and I almost ate one of those brownies you made this morning.
So, I still have a 4.0, and what's the big deal if they use THC wax? It's hard to relax.
What's the big deal? That's a felony now. If they catch you, they have to turn you into Omaha PD. Plus, we were supposed to hang out. Use me for the drugs, man.
OPD will never know, and I am sorry. I had a huge accounting exam during the day, and I just wanted to relax by myself afterwards.
Yeah, whatever, man. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Plus, I had ample physics, and orgo test yesterday. I think I failed that orgo exam. I really wanted to talk to you about it. Where are you? With the drugs.
I'm sure you did fine.
That's not the point. The point is that I wanted to hang out with you, and you ditched me for the drugs. If you want to use THC wax to relax, I can't stop you from getting into trouble with it. I don't think I can be friends with somebody that keeps ditching me.
Well, what else am I supposed to do to relax?
I don't know. Go to the movies, hang out with your friends, exercise, things normal people do. It's not healthy to have a habit like that.
I guess those are fun too, but marijuana isn't even addictive.
It may not be chemically addictive, but you can still become dependent on it in your daily life.
What does that even mean?
It means to become dependent on it to relax. If you can't find other activities that help you to relax, it means you're bordering on dependence. And that's exactly what you've done. Plus, that's a felony now. If your 4.0 won't even matter if they catch you with a felony on your record.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't lie about that kind of thing.
I guess I didn't really follow the consequences. Thanks for being honest.
Hey, you're my best friend. Wouldn't want to see you get into trouble. What do you say we go get some locomotive?
Really?
Yeah, I'll drive.
Hey, babe. Yeah, school's been good. I miss you too. I've been meeting new people, but I miss being with you. I know. I'm counting down the days to fall break. Yeah, people have been really cool about it when I tell them I'm gay. Everyone here is super welcoming. We even have a lavender welcome that shows Creighton's support of the LGBTQ community. I've never felt like anyone is making fun of me. We're told that words like gay are not tolerated and cannot be used in a derogatory way. People kind of just treat me normally, and they understand just because I'm dating a girl doesn't mean that my relationship is any different. I tell them that we still go on normal dates and have that solid double pink heart on Snapchat, just like most couples. Overall, the students here are pretty cool, and it's great to make some new friends. I know, it's hard to start over meeting new people, but we can't limit ourselves to meeting new people because that will make us even more homesick. We've been through so much during our 2 years together, and if we support each other making friends, it won't feel like we're so far apart and lonely. Having a long-distance relationship is hard, but we just need to get out and meet new people and know that we will still see each other on breaks.
Hey, Talia, want to go get some lunch?
Yeah, just give me a second. Hey, I'm gonna go grab some lunch with some friends. I'll talk to you later. You too. Bye.
How do you guys feel about Chris and his eating disorder?
I think Chris is trying to clear one inside of the disorder. He had a huge beard coming back, and not the pH fat, but
I agree. He's exercising incessantly, and everyone deserves a donut every once in a while.
Both of you hit it right on the nail. And about 8 million Americans suffer from an eating disorder. And like Jack mentioned, you could go to www.creighton.edu/student/safetyness for talking to the person who's not safe to be healthy.
Regarding long-distance relationships, I think it's great that Talia went out with some friends, so she can't just stay inside her girlfriend.
Absolutely. Long-distance relationships are tough, and it's important for the couple to not isolate themselves. You're also right about the support for the LGBTQ community at Creighton. It may make all the difference, letting them know that they're not alone. Also, remember to be respectful in the language that you use.
I think it's great that Creighton doesn't tolerate derogatory use of words like gay. Exactly. And if you want to educate yourself, you can visit the Counseling Center website for dozens of resources on LGBTQ, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, questioning persons, or visit Creighton's GSA website. So what do you guys think about talking to your professor?
I was always told it's a good idea to introduce yourself to your professor on the first day of class.
That's great advice. Also, ask questions. Make sure you understand their expectations for each class. If you don't ask during class, you're always welcome to in their office hours.
Also, know what your strengths and weaknesses are. That will help you succeed at Creighton. And if you have any other questions about your major, you're welcome to come talk to one of us, our Decurion or advisors, or use the Career Center on campus.
And what do you guys think about Matt choosing drugs over his friends?
I think that Noah was right to call him out on it. Matt seemed like he was bordering on dependence, which can get out of control quickly.
Yeah, you're totally right. Sometimes getting caught up in drugs can be a serious offense.
I know this has been a lot of information, but you guys will do great in your time here at Creighton. Just remember to relax. This is an exciting time in your life, and you guys are going to do great here.
Today, you've heard many stories about ordinary students and seen the challenges that they encounter in everyday life at Creighton. Just because you saw these challenges today does not mean that they will necessarily happen during your time here. It's just something that it's good for you to be prepared for.
However, because the issues presented today can be controversial and hard to deal with, we want to do our best to educate you and your friends on everything you guys might encounter in these few years.
We'd like to stress that if you're facing any of these challenges, there are resources and support available. Remember, Creighton wants you to succeed in mind, body, and spirit, and the whole Creighton family is here to help you.
Right now, we'd like to take the time to thank a couple of groups. First, we'd like to thank. Yeah, we'd like to thank Welcome Week. Next, we'd like to thank the VIP Center, Mike Reiner with the Public Safety, the CIC, the Career Center, and the Edge for all the information they've given us, or you guys, throughout this whole week. Then last, we'd like to thank Manny Onyante and Grace Kelly for putting this whole production together.
Thank you all so much for coming. We hope that this new information will lend a helping hand in your journey. You all have the power to make the right choices and help someone out when they need it. You have the power to dare.